What's going on? Lou here. I could tell you right now, if you're watching this video, the point of it is not going to be to do some fancy hook or any techniques to try to sit here and retain your attention. This is going to be the start of something huge and something that I've really been pushing off, that I've been wanting to do since I can remember. So I do have my notebook here. So if I'm looking down, this is really what I'm reading off of. And I know you're probably thinking, what the fuck is this video about? Why did I press on this, right? So this, when I say this is like going to be the beginning of something big, I'm not going to chop up this video. I'm not going to edit a thing. This is going to be straight, genuine, and authentic. Um, I'm really going to start documenting my journey because, to be super real, I've always had this feeling growing up, and it's something that's never died down in me, that I know for a fact, there's not a doubt in my mind that I'm going to be something huge. I'm going to influence millions, hundreds of people, thousands of people to really change their lives. And I think the best way I can do that is actually start with the journey. So like I said, the intention of this video is not to try to go viral or anything like that. I really want people to be watching this video 3, 4, 5 years from now and looking back and really being like, wow, this guy really said what he was going to do, and he pretty much predicted it. So really would get the person watching to actually change their lives as well. So yeah, the reason why I'm doing this right now is because I just watched the YouTube video and it really reminded me of my why. And growing up and stuff, I'd always like try to think, oh, I don't feel like my why is strong enough. The immediate thing that a lot of people tend to kind of just jump in and say is like, yeah, the reason why, oh yeah, of course, I want to retire my parents, take care of my mom, and stuff like that. And of course, that stuff is extremely important, but I'll be brutally honest, that's never been something that's like driven me extremely hard. And it might sound a little fucked up to say, but of course I'm going to do those things and I love those things, but it's never been enough to actually light the fire under my ass to genuinely initiate a change directly. And I realized a big part of my why is going to be like when I'm on my deathbed and dying, I'm really going to think, okay, what regrets did I have in my life? And this would be one of those things. And this is something that I'm no longer going to continue to push off. So yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to cut this, but I'm looking down for a second, really just thinking. So as far as like documenting, right now, when I say I'm going to be this huge thing, like I'm sure it's going to be bigger than I can ever imagine right now. But the way I'm going to start this off is by documenting my journey of course, self-improvement, fucking getting the best shape of my life, having an amazing lifestyle. Like right now, like, I don't know, just kind of ripping this video here off the dome. But like when I say I'm going to document sales, a lot of people hear sales and they get super, super turned off, which I completely understand. It's something that I kind of thought immediately at first, like, why the fuck would I want to be in sales? Until I really dropped my last dollar on Iman's program, got super close, found mentors and stuff out of that. And sales is honestly the best vehicle I can ever be to help me get closer to my big vision goals. So my documentary will start with my journey of progressing in sales. And the first goal right now is the road to 20K in a month. So yeah, sales is really the vehicle where, when I say like achieve all of my goals, right? There's a lot of people that really have that mindset where it's like, okay, I'm gonna lock myself in a room and just fucking grind for hours straight, and not really do anything, not even care. And in reality, I've thought of that, and that stuff seems great. But in reality, like if I did that and I died the next day, I wouldn't be content with where I was. The working and stuff is great, but I want to enjoy my youth and live a life where, I don't think balance is the right word for it, but I want to live every day to the fullest. And it sounds so fucking corny, but it's just true. I want to travel, enjoy, literally live up my youth, do all the things I want while developing a high level skill set and making money while still being able to build something like really big. So that'll be the biggest thing there. And then, like, a big part of these videos, I am making a commitment right now, putting it out to the world, that I'm going to post one of these videos once a week, really documenting each week of where I'm improving. So the big thing will be the goals for the week, where I can improve, what I learned, and then pretty much like doing this every single week non-negotiable. So we could start with this right now. As far as goals for the week, something I have been struggling with. I did invest in a short form content mentorship. I know content will always be like my biggest thing. I know I'm going to pop off on it for sure. I just feel it. But I feel like I posted, the first 7 days, and I pretty much haven't posted in like 5 days. So that's going to be the biggest thing there. Yeah, it's really been a big inconsistency. So it is going to be posting every single day from now on for this upcoming week. And that's really ties into where I can improve from the last week. I could get into the sales stuff, and that stuff's completely cool. But I think right now the main focus is going to be improving with the consistency of my content. So those will kind of blend in to really the same thing. I really want that to be the main priority. I know this video didn't sound fucking perfect, probably the furthest thing from it, but this is just me being real. So yeah, and what I learned ties into that as well. It's like consistency is always going to get you further than trying to perfect it. And me, I feel like naturally, especially when it comes to content and stuff like that, I want to be a perfectionist and perfect the things that I am doing. And that is playing with the consistency and the flow and my energy when it comes to even posting videos. So I'm really going to prioritize getting something out, obviously to the highest quality I possibly can, but always value consistency over perfection. And then when it comes to like the sales stuff, really, I learned how to challenge people's limiting beliefs. I learned this from, a mentor, a coach of mine, a guy named Scott. Really diving deep and holding up to the mirror, to the person that I'm having a conversation with, to their reality, and getting that commitment on a sales call in any conversation that really initiates somebody to change. I know it's pretty like surface level. Maybe I do another video diving deep into what I exactly learned. And this is the first one. It's not going to be the best. I just know, like, I could drop this shit like it's fucking notebook right now. I just know, like I said in the beginning, somebody's going to be watching this video 5 years from now, 3, 4, freaking 10 years from now. I'll make a huge like movie about it or something when I'm like this huge person, and they're going to be like, wow, this guy really did what he said he was going to do. Like this fucking kid that just turned 20, fucking working out of his closet, making money. So yeah, I didn't really know what I was going to rip with the flow of this video, but it's something that I'm going to put out there and I'm going to stay consistent to. So yeah, appreciate you for watching. And if you want to enjoy the journey, come along. Peace. Love you guys.